Hello, everybody. Pokey here with another episode of Steins Gate Zero. And when we last left off in this game, we were going through this love triangle, and Suzuha had a flashback, and it was really interesting. So let's continue onwards, and hopefully more things get sorted out here. Suzuha snapped back to reality. Yuki was getting closer to the development room she was hiding in. It's right behind that curtain. Oh, crap! Daru. Behind the curtain? I'll get it. Itaru motioned for her to stop, and then quickly slid into the room. As he reached down to pick the vacuum off the floor, his gaze locked with Suzuha's as she hid under the desk. Make sure she doesn't find out, Dad. Okie dokie. Did you find the vacuum? Oh, yes. Evidently, Yuki was trying to be nice by cleaning up. The place was pretty messy right now. Knowing Yuki's personality, Suzuha could imagine she'd want to clean it. Itaru grabbed what looked like a vacuum cleaner off the floor and left the development room. What is that thing? Future gadget number 5. If you take it apart, you can use it as a normal vacuum. A vacuum is supposed to clean. If you take it apart, won't that just make more of a mess? You're so smart, Hashida, but sometimes you can be so silly. You think so? But you know, I like people like that. What did you say? Itaru started to panic again, and Suzuha sighed. But I think you really do need to reconsider the way you live. You should clean every day if you can. This place gets really dusty. And that's not all. There's also what you eat. You had instant ramen again today, didn't you? How did you know? There was a half-eaten cup of ramen in the kitchen. I see. And look at all these snacks. I tell you all the time that you eat too much. I do try to watch it, you know. Trying isn't good enough. If you keep eating nothing but cup noodles and snacks, you're going to get sick, okay? Also, you need to exercise a little. I like how Yuki is doing the exact same thing Suzuha is, but I'm guessing Daru is going to listen to Yuki. Yuki Mane was saying the same exact... The game stops saying what I say after I say it. That doesn't really need to explain. Saying the exact same thing that Suzuha had just said. Perhaps they really were mother and child. Suzuha was just beginning to feel a little homesick when she sensed another visitor approaching. Tootaro! Oh yeah. The door to the lab opened, and a greeting she'd heard many times before resounded throughout the room. Sorry, Yuki. I'm a little late. It was Mayuri coming to see Yuki. But there was another presence there, too. Hi there, Mayuri. I see Okabe's with you. What? Wait, what? Oh, there he is! Oh, Ocarine, it's been forever, man! Oh, yeah, it has. When she heard his voice, Suzuha ground her teeth a little. Oh, boy. What's going on? Oh, okay, good. I missed you. Oh, hey, we're somewhere else. What voice did I give Kreese? Interesting. What did you say? Didn't you hear me? I said it was interesting. You're not going to tell me you want to go, are you? I'd love to. I shouldn't have told you. I was standing in the middle of Ikebukuro with a smartphone in one hand, staring up at the sky. I've been trying to talk to the Amadeus Kurisu as much as possible lately. Sometimes I would contact her, and sometimes Kurisu would contact me. Didn't feel any different than having a friend who lived in the real world. Talking on a smartphone in a crowded place like this was a little embarrassing, but I told myself that compared to the things I used to do, it was nothing. I'd chosen harmless topics for our discussion, but it still reminded me so much of talking to the old Kurisu that I sometimes forgot myself. I'd done that just now, when I accidentally told her about the lab. She had seized on it. So, this lab you were talking about, did the original me ever go there? Yeah. No. Well, that tells me nothing. Which is it? Never. Kurisu had been part of the lab in the Alpha World line. In this world line, she died before ever becoming a lab member. Of course, she'd never even known where it was. I wonder, is it really a point to hiding all this stuff from Kurisu? Amadeus Kurisu, she probably reacts much the similar way that the original Kurisu did. And, anybody else would probably think you were crazy, but, it's Kurisu. She's like a girl genius. I don't know. I guess I just want all of these characters to be in the loop. That's just me. You seem to have the wrong idea, so let me straighten you out. We call it a lab, but it's not. It's just a group of people messing around. And Suzuo is living there right now, and Daru spent a lot of time there. If they found out about Kurisu, things could get complicated. I'd prefer it if you would finish your sentences. It's nothing. Either way, I want to see more of the outside world. All the times I've talked to Maho and the professor, it's been inside the lab. That's why I'm out here early on a Sunday morning, taking you around Ikebukuro. 10 o'clock a.m. Even at this hour, the area in front of Ikebukuro Station was crowded. It was going to get even more crowded as it got closer to noon. I was willing to take you out to Maiden's Road if I had to. What's that? There's a whole world there you know nothing about. Wait, I just looked it up. Are you really interested? What? Of course not! Is Amadeus Kurisu blushing? Oh my gosh. Anyway, take me to this lab of yours today. Now that you've told me about it, you need to take responsibility. Got it? Disconnected. And then she hung up. It was like I was her own personal taxi service. Kurisu couldn't move around on her own, so there was no getting around that, but... Sheesh, she's so selfish. She didn't seem to think very highly of me. At this rate, she might start treating me worse than a servant. The real Kurisu was one thing, or no, maybe it wasn't, but being treated that way by the artificial Kurisu was incredibly humiliating. Wouldn't it be a humiliation for all of humanity? Maybe I should do something about this. As I mumbled to myself... Oh. Huh? Okarin? Mairi called out to me. She was carrying a lot of bags. It was probably materials for one of her costumes. Hey, were you just talking to someone? That was... a friend from my class at college. I see. So are you going to meet them today too? No, I don't have any plans for today. Are you going to work, Mayuri? Nope, I'm meeting Yuki at the lab. The lab. Was this good timing or bad timing? I know, why don't you come with me? It's been so long, and you'll get to eat Yuki's home cooking. And Mayushi's gonna try hard to make something too. How about it? She looks so sad. Oh yeah. In the end, I went with her. You look really happy. Yep, I am happy. Mayuri had been smiling the whole time. But I was the opposite. The minute I got here, I was so nervous I felt like I was about to throw up. I didn't really want to see Suzuha. Are you okay, Okat? Wait, is that the dude? Yeah. Yeah, it's the dude. The door to the Brawn Tube workshop on the first floor opened, and out came the building's owner, Yugo Tennoji. Mr. Tennoji! Tuturu! Hey there. Wow, aren't you cold in just a t-shirt? I'm pretty tough. When I'd been living in the lab, I'd given him the nickname Mr. Brawn. It'd been a long time since I'd seen him. Okabe, from the look of it, you're actually making something of yourself at college. Thanks. Come to think of it, how are we handling the rent? I asked Mayuri instead of him. I used to give it directly to Tennoji, but... Hashida deposits the money when it's due. Don't worry. I see. Yeah. This man... Was he a rounder in this world line too? Probably. There was no way I could ask him that. Oh, shoot. Shoot. I skipped a little bit of dialogue. Was he a rounder in this world line too? There was no way I could ask him. I couldn't help but be wary of him. That's why I'd started to put some distance between us. If nothing else, I'd avoided trying to interact with him. Bye now. Don't cause too much trouble. Okay, let's check that message. How did things go with Kurisu after that? No problems. Can we do something about her mouth? I want to talk to Maho, too. We do something about her mouth. Kurisu? She can be really nasty. She's what you call a tsundere. A tsundere? I don't know what that is, but are you sure you didn't just tick her off? Kurisu does not suffer fools gladly. What? That was a thing. Once again, I've made a worthless object by Goemon. Future gadget number 5. The future gadget of your dreams made by connecting a dryer and a vacuum. It uses the exhaust from the vacuum in the dryer. The name comes from the famous anime about a phantom thief, Lupence III. Brawn Tube Workshop. Fictional. A CRT TV shop located on the first floor of the multi-purpose Ubiyama building in Suehiro-cho. At the very back of the store is a very rare 42... I feel so stupid. Is that feet or inches? I don't even care. 42-foot CRT TV. I'm gonna say foot. Yugo Tennoji, the owner of the store, also owns the building. It only gets a few customers a day, but strangely enough, it's been one of the few stores that's survived over the years in the constantly changing landscape of the Kiabara. Tenoji saw that I'd gone silent and went back inside. Mayuri looked over at me with a worried expression. "You okay? Sure you don't want to go home?" "Let's go." Tenoji didn't matter. What mattered was, why was I here? Did I feel like something needed to change? Or did I really want to show Kurisu the lab? I went up the stairs, still unsure of the answer. Tuturu! Mayuri went in first. "Sorry, Yuki, I'm a little late." "Hey there, Mayuri." I peeked inside the room. Daru and Yuki were there. Their eyes went wide when they saw me. "I see Okabe's with you." "Oh, Ocarine, it's been forever, man." "Oh, yeah, it has." I quickly scanned the room. There was no sign of Suzuha. Part of me was a little relieved. Then she's right there. "Can I come in?" "It's your own lab, dude. Don't ask that." That's true, I guess. I don't think I can call Kurisu right now. I followed Mayuri to the lab and tried to relax my legs by sitting on the couch, but I didn't feel relaxed at all. It felt like my skin was crawling. I glanced over at Yuki. Oh my gosh, Mayuri looks so adorable. "The outfit's so cute, Yuki." "I wore it because I wanted to hear you say that." "That's so nice. Mayushi wants to wear it too." "Want to switch outfits later?" "Would I be the right size?" I'd heard about Yuki's future from Suzuha's Suzuha. "Suzuha! How many people did your friend tell us?" Oh man, message. It's quite the ringtone. Come on, open. Call from Kurisu. Oh shoot, I missed that dialogue. What the... let me go back. I'd heard about you... Oh. I still couldn't believe someone this pretty was going to marry Daru. What the... I figured you would have reached the lab by now. I ran into the development room in the back, clutching my smartphone. Oh, and Suzu's in here. You've got a lot of free time, don't you? Why are you lowering your... Oh, you have a lot of free time, don't you? Why are you lowering your voice? Do you not want your friends to know about me? Of course not. I didn't even check with Maho and Dr. Luskinen to see if it was okay to tell other people about Amadeus. Well, that's fine. I can figure out what's going on. Kurisu lowered her voice as well. Just give me a little look around the room. All you have to do is hold the camera up. Sheesh. I sighed and held the smartphone up to my chest. I spun around once, like I was taking a video with my camera. Filthy. Yes, it is. That's your first impression? Sorry, I'll try that again. It's full of junk. That wasn't much better. Well, it was true. I know labs are never clean, but this is especially bad. It's about as bad as Maho's hotel room. Is it okay to share her private information like that? You should tell her to clean her room too. She'd bite my head off if I did that. But still. Teresa paused and smiled. I kind of always wanted to have a shared room like this. It must be pretty nice if there are all these people here. Kurisu. Yeah, Kurisu in the Alpha World line, you said the same thing. You really... Oh, Uncle, who are you talking to? This is gonna scare the heck out of him. Dwa! I suddenly heard a girl's voice from under the desk and was so surprised I screamed. Who's there? Oh no, now everybody's gonna jump out here and see. Shh, be quiet. Huh? Is that you, Suzuha? Shh. Was she hiding? But why? Daru, Mayuri, and Yuki heard me scream and ran over to see what the problem was. Ocarine, what's wrong? Huh? Is that Suzuha? Oh, for Pete's sake. Uh-oh. Suzuha looked upset. It was only then I realized who she was hiding from. This is awkward. Newscaster. And now for our next story. Yasukazu Komazawa, a member of the Diet's House of Representatives, held a press conference today at 10 o'clock a.m. to announce his resignation after accepting illegal donations from from corporations. Someone had left the TV on, and it was playing the afternoon news. Suzuha knew no one was watching it, but she used the remote to turn the volume up anyway. She wanted to keep the girls in the shower room from hearing us. I could hear Mayuri and Yuki laughing from the shower. Things had gotten really awkward when Yuki had found Suzuha, but Mayuri quickly came up with a plan. At first, her plan was for the three of them, including Suzuha, to shower naked together. Oh my god, and hopefully get Yuki and Suzuha more comfortable around each other. Brilliant plan. Just... wow. But Suzuha said that the shower room was too small for 3 people and refused. Oh my gosh. This is super awkward. Well, this is a problem. Suzuha is staring up at the ceiling. Come on, we need to think of a plan here. This is a game plan. It's not your fault, Suzuha, it's Okarine's. It's your fault for not telling me about her earlier. There wasn't time. And anyway, you were mumbling into your smartphone back there. What were you doing? I was, well... you were talking to somebody, weren't you? I got this new app and I was trying it out. Oh, a girl game one? So you gotten into those, huh? I can give you my list of recommended apps later then. Thanks. I guess I'd managed to fool them about Amadeus. In any event, it was my screw-up. Sorry for scaring you. Yeah, Suzuha, what the heck? I feel like you've gotten a lot, less on the ball about things recently. I don't know. Also, I just noticed, look at Daru's angry eyebrows. Oh, I'm so mad at you. Why do you need to hide from her anyway? You've already told her you're Daru's sister. Hiding just makes you look more suspicious. Suzuha had tried to avoid Yuki to begin with. Just meeting her father was enough to potentially cause a time paradox, she said, and that chance went up even more if she met her mother. But Yuki had found her before long, and Suzuha had been forced to say she was Daru's little sister. Yuki believed it, so why make things any more complicated? Sure, but Mom wants to be friends with me more than I thought she would. If I talk to her too much, I might slip up. If you see someone who's just like you, you either hate them or take an interest in them, I bet. And Yuki Amane was the latter. It'd be much easier if she hated me. You just tell her, or maybe not. Was he about to suggest that they, spill the beans? Right now, only a few people knew that Suzuha was a time traveler. Me, Daru, Mayuri, and Ferris. That was all. Wait, do we have to explain anything at all? Huh? Amane, she isn't really the type to pry. You should know that, right, Suzuha? You're right, she wasn't like that in the future. Stop talking about the future, Suzuha. You gotta cause a time paradox. Then what's the problem? When the time comes, I'll explain it to her. Really? Yeah. Fine, I'll leave it to you. Suzu nodded. So from now on, you can stop trying to avoid Amane-shi. I don't know if I can do that without screwing up. It'll be fine. I don't know if you're one to talk, though. Look at how awkward you were with her. I'm not the problem here. And then the conversation came to a halt, which meant we started thinking about the voices coming from the shower room. And so, Daru opened his mouth. Perhaps he couldn't take it anymore. Can I go watch Nico live streaming? There's a blood tomb stream on now. You're going to do it even if I tell you no, right? Yup. I appreciate the honesty, Daru. Then go ahead. Suzu sighed, and Daru sat in front of the PC and put his headphones on. Heh. What is it, Uncle? I was just thinking about how well you got along with your dad. Really? Yeah, Daru was like this in the future, wasn't he? He was thinner and cooler. I can't even imagine. And the conversation died again. There were a ton of things I needed to talk to Suzu about, but that was why I couldn't say a word. Maybe it was the same for her. Since there was nothing else to do, Suzu and I turned back to the TV. The news was still on. The opening event for the French fashion brand Le Paradis was held in Ginza this morning. As the newscaster spoke, I could see over 100 women lined up in front of a store. It's so peaceful, isn't it? By the time I was old enough to remember anything, this was all gone. On the TV, a girl in a pretty outfit was talking to an interviewer. I'm jealous. They don't have to kill anyone, and nobody's going to kill them. In the world I grew up in, you had to kill without mercy, no matter if they were a man or a woman. Your life could end at any moment. That terror was with you every second of every day. The only way to forget the terror was to give yourself over to the madness and become one of the killers. That was war. That was Suzu's life. I've been to many nightmarish world lines, but none of them were that bad. My dad's work on the time machine got him branded a rebel. Daru had made the time machine that brought Suzuha here. It was far more powerful than the one that existed in the Alpha World line. I left the military to join him and his group, and the police and peacekeeping squads came after me. The battles after that were worse, and there were a lot of them. I don't want to use the phrase fighting the good fight. I killed a lot of people and lost many of my friends and comrades. One of them was my mother. Daru was still staring at the computer screen, but I could see him twitch. He must have been listening to Suzuha while he pretended to look at the screen. She tried to protect me from one of the army's drones and was gunned down. Ugh. This was the first time I'd heard about how Yuki Amane died. She was in the next room right now, having fun in the shower, and that was how she was going to die? I saw her ripped apart with my own eyes, her warm blood splattered all over me. Ew! Bleh! Maybe the reason Suzu didn't want to talk to her mother in 2010 was that she didn't want her asking about the future. There was no way Suzuha could tell her that. Listen, Uncle Ocarin... At some point, Suzuha's eyes had started to overflow with tears. Oh jeez. I just caught a tear, that appeared in my eye and then it disappeared. I'm starting to tear up. What's going on? I'm not that emotional, am I? I just need a second. I don't know, I'm gonna go get some water. And I'm back. and I don't know why I like a single tear rolled down my cheek. That was like super. That was super anime. At some point, okay. This world can only go to one place, hell. Oh jeez. It doesn't have to be right now. There's still a little time, I think. So just think about it again, please. Please. I knew it. In my mind, I knew it. The right thing to do was to do as she asked. But... I don't want to die. The sensation I felt when the knife slipped into her flesh, I took the life of the girl I loved. It went from my hand to my arm and then to the rest of my body, and I started shaking. My vision blurred, then almost went black. My hands went to my mouth. There was a wave of pain, like my like my stomach. My stomach. I don't know why that made me burst out. Sometimes I just make silly mistakes, and it makes me laugh for no reason. Anyways, this is a pretty serious moment. Like my stomach was turning inside out. Uncle? Are you okay, Ocarine? Yeah, sorry. Zua poured me a cup of water and I gulped it down. Like this. That was a mistake, I just spilled water on myself. Okay. I can deal with that. My right arm is wet and my left arm is dry. It's super... Okay, let's just keep going. Sorry, it was too early to talk about this. No, it's nothing, I'm fine. Don't lie. I sank into the sofa and tried to calm down. I know what you want to say and how you feel, but I've gone through so many world lines. I've seen people in other world lines have their fates toyed with by the time machine. I looked straight into Suzua's eyes. I've seen your own tragic end. And I've realized that I'm powerless to do anything. Humanity was powerless before the laws of this world. Using the time machine to change the world lines means breaking the rules of the universe. It's not the province of humanity. You could say it's the province of God. If we try, we'll suffer an even more horrible punishment. That's what I think. Is that your answer, Uncle Ocarine? For now, if nothing else. I see. Feel free to tell me I'm just running away. No, I won't do that. Suzuha looked up at the ceiling and sighed. That must have been a habit she'd picked up lately. And now, our next top story. The Ministry of Health announced that there have been no reported cases in Japan of the new form of encephalitis that is ravaging America. But this new virus has a long incubation period, and they cannot deny the possibility that it has already arrived in Japan. The ministry has ordered all medical organizations in the country to draw up treatment plans and investigate the virus's spread. We're here with Soko Haruyama of Okano Mizu Medical University. So, Miss Haruyama, what sort of symptoms does this new encephalitis cause? The new virus does not spread easily, but it has a long incubation period and appears without warning. The main symptoms are hallucinations and memory problems. For example, you think you were at work and suddenly you find yourself at home, or you have memories of meeting someone you've never met. There have been reports of that. That sounds eerily familiar. Also, memories can be confused. You might have memories of events that never occurred. You lose that ability to tell the difference between dreams and reality, or perhaps your sense of the passage of time. In some cases, the memories will no longer match those of the people around you. You could describe it as similar to déjà vu, or even the feeling you get when you're only half awake, but the symptoms are far more pronounced than that. What about treatment methods? Unlike other forms of encephalitis, we know that with proper treatment, a full recovery is possible. So even if we do see some cases in Japan, it's not a matter for serious concern. The reporter was still talking, but I couldn't hear what she was saying. The information I just heard was that shocking. A new kind of encephalitis? I knew the symptoms she was describing. Losing the ability to discriminate between dreams and reality. Losing your sense of the passage of time. Your memories no longer match those of the people around you. That was exactly the same as reading Steiner. So what? Are other people getting the ability of reading Steiner? Oh, now I'm Suzuha. So other people, like, are getting reading Steiner and they think, 1975, okay. We're here now. Sob. So, Sob. Shut up, Kagari.